Peace, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I hope you all are doing well today. Ooh, it has been a true hiatus for real. I don't even remember the last time I made a video. But it was well deserved. It was necessary. And of course, we got so many things to talk about. But in due time, I ain't gonna be able to get everything out right here. But I hope that you all are well. I hope that you're still on your journeys of being intentional, loving yourself, finding who you are, becoming whole in all of the things that is of love, all right, of peace and truth. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna get right on into it. I've been pondering about like new series and like what is the topic of this season, this journey that we're on now. And especially for me, where I am and what I've been doing is a lot of discovery. And so we'll go into this season here of self-discovery. Okay? I wanted to really start the season out with is talking about your story. And I want you to marinate on that. I want you to think about and ask yourself, what is my story? Because it takes the focus off of those in your environment. It takes the focus off of what you're doing in your environment. And it's more about who you are being, and who you are becoming. And thinking about your story, it goes back to your past a little bit, because now you're wanting to put the pieces together on why we are and who we are, to create the future that you desire, because it starts with you. And if you're not thinking about your story, if you're not thinking about your foundation and your roots, even if it's painful, then you are completing a story that is not tailored to you. The story is tailored to your pain. Your story will be tailored to the lessons that you haven't learned. The story will be filled of, I would say, not true love for real. Because to know your story is to go back to that place, to learn who that little person was, to understand why certain things had to happen. All right, receiving the wisdom from that and how you turn that story into your purpose. So it's necessary to know what your story is if you are in this place in life where you're like, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know why I'm existing. The relationships that I'm around or entertaining is not fulfilling for me. It's not pouring into me things of love, things of empowerment, things of growth. And so when you find yourself in that space, it's time to take a step back and really think about your story, or the story that you want to create. Okay? It starts with you, and you have to be intentional. And I tell people, it's one thing to do something, but it's another to set your intentions with doing it. Because you can fast, but what are your intentions for fasting? It's not a physical thing to just fast. It's not about putting away the things that you desire. It's about the time spent in being intentional with what you're looking for with this fast, or even spending time with yourself. It's one thing to just spend time with yourself and watch TV, but it's another thing to be intentional with the time that you're spending and turning off the distractions. So it's one thing to know your story. It's one thing to, embark on this journey, but what are your intentions? What are you trying to find? What are you seeking? Because whatever you're seeking, if you're intentional about it, you will receive. So my belief, in order to be whole, and I'm pretty sure most people can agree, in order to be whole, it's the physical, it's the emotional, and it's the mental, and it's also the spiritual. You need all of these things to become whole, okay? And then you'll be more intentional about the spaces that you're in, the things that you digest, okay? So I want you to embark on this journey of what's your story. And if you don't know where to start, You can always start right here, right where you are, with just the question, what is my story? And at the end of this video, I will, I guess I will put a journal prompt, because I kind of want to start making this more of a coaching platform / teaching platform. So I want you to write that down. What is my story? And I want you to sit with that for a few minutes, because the recipe to finding who you are, to understanding your story, is silence, it's solitude, and it's stillness. And at first it may be difficult embarking on such a quiet space, but accept the resistance, know that it's there, but keep leaning into it so that you can get to the place in life that you want. A lot of people fail to realize that to become whole, to reach a self-actualized person, to become that self-actualized person, it requires work. And I'm here to help you guide. I'm here to help guide you to that work. I'm here to help guide you through it, because it's not easy. And on my journey, I didn't have a lot of people to hold my hand. I did this journey alone, and I think it's just so important that we can create community around women to feel safe enough to go to those parts of themselves that they avoid. It's scary. Hence the reason why you run from it. So, to create better relationships, to have a better society, to even change and have a better career, whatever it is that you desire in your life that you want to be better, even just yourself in general, you want to be a better person, you have to know your story, and you have to be willing to go there. You have to be willing to ask yourself these questions. A lot of times people don't even know what it is like to heal. Heal is feeling, it's revealing, it's all of the things, but it's a process. And it's a beautiful process. But transformation isn't easy. Transformation requires that you ask yourself the hard questions, that you be accountable to your journey, and you be responsible for the choices that you have made, the choices that you are going to make, and becoming more aware of that and changing the foundation on which you choose. Are you choosing things based upon your pain, or are you choosing things based upon your purpose? So with that, again, dive into your story, dive into your childhood. And if you can't remember a lot of things, because I was that person, it's some things that happened to me that I just didn't remember until I started to do the work. And so everything that has transpired with you, everything that has happened to you, you remember. Your body remember, your spirit, your soul, everything, it remembers. But you have to take the shield down. You have to take the mask off and be willing to be vulnerable with yourself. And having a guide or a coach or a therapist or whatever it is that you need as your support system to guide you along this journey, because it's well worth it. We need more people like you to be brave to do the hard things. Okay, because there's peace in that. It may be hard, but it's a mercy on this heart, because you have decided to do what is necessary to make your life better, to make your life more positive. Even in the midst of challenges, you operate differently because you're more aware of your triggers. You're more aware of how you may respond. Okay, so I want to leave it there. But journal prompt for today is, what is your story? Sit with it, meditate on it, and write down only what you remember. Don't force it. Write down exactly what you remember, and that's the place that you start. Look, you're not going to receive everything that you need to work on all at once, because it's a process. If you have everything handed to you, if you had a plate full of all your mess handed to you, it'll be impossible. It'll be impossible to unfold. So whatever comes to you initially is where you start. Okay? And if you need more guidance, check out my website, journeyofaButterfly.net, and look, schedule a consultation with me, and I would love to coach you into the discovery of yourself. Look, I couldn't get my words into you, but I would love to coach you on your journey of self-discovery. Okay? So, in the between time, in the meantime, I will see you next time. Okay? So, be love, be light, be peace, so that you may receive.